any guitarist watching this will have at some point have been in the position where you'll be sitting down and you'll be sitting with your guitar and you'll be strumming away, trying to think of some sort of chord sequence to play or some riff, some melody that's catchy, you know, and you'll just sort of go. Oh, come on. But it very rarely can you force inspiration. So what I'm going to try and do in this video is I'm going to try and show you a four-step process to making your own chord sequences, and the majority of the time they sound very good, and it's basically a way of just building up from scratch, and it's much more likely to give you some results than just waddling about on your guitar. So here we go. The first thing you want to do is think of a bass line, because that's what the ear is going to follow. For this I've made it very simple. It's a very simple descending bass line. Just goes there. Just a very typical bass line. Heard it a million times before, but you'll see how it progresses in a moment. The next stage is to add an element of tonality, and this will come fairly naturally once you start playing around with it. And the easiest way to do this is to just pick major or minor thirds. Right, this is very simplified. You can go further. You can do sixths. You can do all sorts of things here. Sixth, but for now I'm just going to keep it as thirds. So you can either have your major thirds, which would basically that sort of sound. There's other videos on intervals that I'm not going to go into, but 12th fret on the D string and 11th fret on the G string. Okay, that's a major, and then to do minor it would just be one down. Okay, and that's taking your finger that's on the D string as being the main root note. So I'm just going to experiment a bit with that chords I had before. Those start with all major. Now immediately you can notice that that's a horrible note. Let's try minor. Major works there. Major works there. Now just to show, do minor there. As you can hear, those didn't work, but they kind of worked. But no, that definitely didn't work. But very quickly, as you can hear, you come up with something that sounds very, very nice. Okay, next stage. Okay, once you got your major and minor tonality, the next stage is really simple. It's just adding chords to them. Now, this is simple as major before, remember, minor, major, major. So we go. And it's starting to sound like this. For the final stage, this is where you add the flavouring to your chords. The simplest way to do this is to take each chord and then try and change it a little bit. For example, if I put my pinky here on the 12th fret, here it changes. Or if I put it on the 12th fret with the B string as opposed to the E string, I get a major 7. And you can use this to really influence the sound that you get. So, the final progression I've come up with, which will be in the sidebar, is as follows. change it about from chorus to chorus or from verse to verse as you please. Okay, thanks for listening. See you again.